Hi guys, Justin Beard here from Flexi PT, and today I want to talk to you about something that I'm really passionate about, something that's kind of booming globally at the moment, and that's parkrun. So parkrun straight away might put a few people off just by the name, park run. It's not necessarily a run. You can walk it, you can jog it, you can do whatever you want really, except bike ride, skateboard, or scooter. You can take your dogs, you can take your kids. We run a pram, but I want to just talk to you quickly about what it's all about, how I got into it, the effects that I see on other people, the effects that it's had on me personally, and yeah, let's go into it from there. So I was a former professional squash player. I, as most athletes do, transitioning from professional athletics or athlete to professional world where you've got to work 9 to 5, or that's the idea. I really struggled with that transition, and I went through a whole heap of jobs. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I retired when I was 26. The idea was that I was retiring when I was 32, and it kind of all happened really quickly, and it had nothing to do with injury. So I was really up in the air about what I was going to do. And after picking up some random jobs that I had absolutely no interest in, my wife could see that, or my fiance at the time could see that I was really struggling, and she basically kicked me out of the house and sent me over across to the other side of the country, in Perth, to be with the best man to be at our wedding. And now Chris Lark, he's a runner. He's got his own running club, Team Running Works, and they work out of Perth. And Chris is a runner. There's no doubt about it. He runs all distances from ultra marathons to right down to at least 5K. He might even be in the 3K zone, but he's very good at what he does. Even finishing top 10 in the state marathon over in Western Australia. So I went to stay with Chris and his wife Sandy, and the day after I got there, oh no, the day that I got there, he put me in a pair of shoes and he said, "Right, we're going for a run." And I joined one of his running club sessions. And then the following day, he took me to an event called Parkrun. In Adelaide, we only had two, but I didn't even know they existed. And so here I am lining up at Parkrun, as nervous as anything. And it didn't really need to be. I finished third, ran a good time. And more importantly, it got me out of the house. It got me doing something physical. As an athlete, former athlete, having that opportunity to do something physical was just what I needed to kind of fill the gap that playing squash had left. So here I am running parkrun, and then the following week he's got me. The following day he had me doing a half marathon. And so it was like, yeah, we're not getting into this lightly. It's just go right from the get go. I was there for a month, so he was wasting no time with me at all. So there I am. I've just finished parkrun, absolutely exhausted, and then he's got me doing the half marathon the next day. And from there, my love of running, had started. I had run previously in school, nothing to Chris's standard, but being able to kind of get myself back into it that way was just what I needed. And for the next 3 or 4 weeks that I was there, Chris took me out to parkrun. He took me out to different parkruns, and I watched my time come down from, I think it was 1940 to 1820, and just that alone, I was able to go, right, this is something cool. I've got something to aim for again. And that was what parkrun was for me. Coming back to Adelaide, we didn't have enough events that I could actually get out to the event and then get back to my work at a squash centre at the time. I wasn't able to do that. I'd have to run 19 minutes every single time just to get into the car and get enough green lights to get back to work in time. So it was a little bit of pressure. In the end, I waited for about 6 to 7 months and found something started going to one that was a little bit closer to us. Got my wife involved, got my other best man involved. There's a bit of a story behind that one, but we're all now going out to parkrun. And I asked Chris if he'd be okay if we took on the team running works in South Australia. So, and he said, yeah, absolutely. And so off we went. And over the time, I think we've been doing it for 8 or 9 years now. We've had over 80, 90 people take part in our team. And our team was all about, you didn't have to be fast. We didn't have to be fast at all. It was about supporting one another. So for me, having Chris get me out to parkrun was enough to kind of get me on board and get me into exercise again and give me a purpose. For me, it was about providing that same opportunity for other people. So a lot of these people were my clients. Other people were people who saw what we were doing and really wanted to be a part of it. Now, what we did was, I would run, everyone would run their 5Ks or walk their 5Ks or whatever it was. But once you finished and there was someone else back on, out on the course from the team or from the group, you would turn around, you'd go back and get them. So no one gets left behind. And we were sponsored by Salming Running. And we had these bright shirts and singlets, so you could not miss us. And people really got on board with it. So sometimes, we'd have, 10, 15, 20 people going back and getting the last person and bringing them across the line, because ultimately it's that last person who isn't so worried about the time, but the massive achievement there is they got their 5Ks and the time is just a bonus. So they were able to complete the 5Ks and now they've got their time to go with that. So they're really over the moon. So we did that and have done that for 8 or 9 years, and we're no longer part of Team Running Works, and we're doing our own thing with our own clients. But everything's the same. We go back and we get that next person. We keep on going back, and everyone keeps on going back and getting the next person, the next person, the next person. And the way it works is obviously the next person is going to be slower than what you were, so you should be able to keep going back and getting the next person, even though you're probably a little bit tired yourself. So parkrun for us has been about that. It wasn't a money maker for us. We would sell the shirts at, and make a $2 gain on each shirt. And so the shirts weren't about making money, or the program wasn't about making money. It was just about providing people an opportunity to be a part of something every single week. And that's what parkrun is. 8 a.m. every Saturday in all locations in Australia except tropical states of Australia. So in Queensland, Northern Territory, some parts of New South Wales, 7 a.m. starts, which is pretty early for some people. But I can guarantee you, once you get into it, there's nothing like it. The camaraderie that you'll find within the group of people that go. Some events have, upwards of 500-600 people. Other events, we went to an event last year, the year before, they averaged 11 people. So stuff like that, you just run the 5Ks, or you walk the 5Ks, or you jog the 5Ks, and you've always got a tail walker, so you'll never finish last. There's usually a photographer, so you can get your pictures on the course, or if you don't want to have your picture taken, you just chuck your arms up like so, and they won't publish it. When you cross the line, they'll give you a token, and that token will be your finish position. And when you go to the scanners, the barcode scanners, you'll have your registration barcode that you get the first time you enter an event. You can get one of these. You print one of these out. They usually come in a pack of 6, and that's your barcode for as long as you're doing parkrun. So you hand those up to the barcode scanner, and your barcode will then align with this barcode, which is your position, your time, and a few other statistics that they've got on there. And the cool thing about it is it goes all online, and you can see every event that you've ever done, no matter what date, as long as it's on that barcode. So for me, I'm almost at 400 parkruns. I can go right back to the first one to see where it all started. And that's the really cool thing. And the other cool thing about parkrun is it's free. It's absolutely free for anyone to participate. So the park run itself actually has to fundraise a little bit of money each year to, continue. But as a participant, you can do it for free, and we're able to do that because we've got volunteers. And that, so some people only focus on volunteering. Some people only focus on running and every now and then do a volunteer, and other people like to mix and match. So things from like, course check, making sure the course is free of any debris before everyone runs on there is one of the roles. Course director, letting everyone know exactly what's going on the morning, and if there's any special events coming up, that's kind of where they come in. First timers briefing. So if you're a first timer at the park run, you're a bit nervous, then that's where you go. You go over there, and you might be the first time at this course, or it might be first time doing park run, and they'll explain how the course looks and what to look out for and what you need to do when you finish. And the idea is that you stick to your left because we're all using shared paths. So you want people running the other way to be able to have access, or walking the other way to have access to that side of the path as well. And yeah, just a lot of that stuff. And you've got obviously your photographer, and you've got your barcode scanners, you've got the tail walker, you've got the director, you've got the first timers. I think there's 7 or 8 positions available every morning, so that at all these different events. And like I said, when we first started, there were actually only 2 events in South Australia, and now we're up to 50. So really, really cool. And me bringing my clients has been the big game changer for them, because a lot of them have come into it going, nah, I don't want to do parkrun. I can't run. I don't want to do parkrun. It's not happening. I don't think I could do 5Ks. So it was us coaxing them to come the first time, because we know once we got them the first time, there's a good chance they'll come a second time and a third time, and so on and so forth. And the one thing that keeps on getting my clients is that time, because they do it the first time, and let's say they do it in 50 minutes, and they go, oh, okay, and they do it a second time after another week's worth of training, and they go, oh, I did that a little bit quicker. And then they actually start training specifically to get that time down. So now they want to run to get that time down. And we've had clients, I've got one client who went from over an hour to under 40 minutes. Another client who went from 50 minutes to almost under 30. We've had clients then turn parkrun into, ultra marathons. It's just been a huge thing for us to see. You'll probably see all the photos coming on the screen, and these are all our experiences from parkrun. Then as you can see, we've got the team spirit going, we've got bright colours. Then everyone's generally got a smile on our face. We've even got one of our clients having a bit of a trip whilst taking a photo. So it's a lot of fun, and I guarantee if you give it a go, you'll love it. Don't get caught up on the words park run, because it's we take our prams. So we've got 3 kids. We chuck 2 kids in one pram, another one in the other one, and even now she's starting to run it herself. So kids under the age of 11 need to be with a parent at all times, and they need to be within arm's reach for obvious reasons. So once they turn 4, they can get their own barcode. So they're registered. And our daughter's 4, almost 5 now, and she loves it. So most of the time it's in the pram, because it's mum and dad's time to go out and do some exercise. But every now and then she'll get out and she'll do her own run, and yeah, absolutely love it. So everyone gets around it. Everyone's really supportive. So if you're looking for something to do on a Saturday, I know it's early, but you're looking for something to do, then that's my big tick of approval. I can't speak highly enough of it. The people are great. The idea is great. Your ability to get 5K's worth of exercise, be it walking or running or jogging, it doesn't really matter. You can take your dog on one lead. You can only take one dog, but it's about getting out there and having an organised event every single week, which means you don't actually have to try and force yourself out the door, because it's, everyone's going to be there. You're looking forward to seeing your mates. So yeah, get around it. And that's parkrun. So you can find them I think it's www.parkrun.com. And then from there, you can go through the registration process, which is again free. You just got to put in all your details and make sure that when people scan your barcode, that if you need to, if in case of an emergency, you've got your contacts on there and all that kind of stuff. So really simple to follow. 5Ks might seem a lot for some people. 8 o'clock might seem early, but I guarantee you get out there, you give it a go, a couple of weeks, you'll be hooked just like we were. So yeah, that's all I've got to say on parkrun and my journey. But yeah, give it a go. Look forward to seeing you out there. If you've got any questions or comments about parkrun, by all means, you know what you need to do. Just comment below and like and subscribe the videos, and we'll keep on bringing them to you. All right, you have a great day, guys. Bye.